guys, welcome back. So today I filmed this halo eye using the new Violet Voss Laura Lee palette. If you haven't gotten your hands on this for the pre-order, you need to get your hands on this for the pre-order and for the actual launch date. This is one of the best palettes ever. So if you haven't seen it yet, you are missing out. It has the most beautiful shades, which are so pigmented and so creamy, and they blend out like a dream. They have an amazing range of matte neutrals for like transition-y crease colors, and then an amazing, and I mean amazing formula for all of their like shimmery shades. It's literally to die for. You need to get your hands on it. I will leave the link down below if it is available right now. I don't think it is at this moment in time, but I'm not sure when this video is going up. But if it is available, I will leave this link down below. So congratulations, Laura, for creating the most gorgeous palette, basically like ever. So if you would like to see the look that I created with this palette, then just keep watching. So starting off this makeup look with a clean face, I'm taking my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer just to use as a base for my eyeshadow, and I'm just rubbing this all over and damping it out with a dampened contour sponge and then setting it with a powder so it all goes on nice and smoothly. And then picking up the new Laura Lee palette, I am picking up the color Press Pot, and I am putting it on my Morphe M511 brush, and I am just blending it into my crease and upper crease as a transition shade. I do go into this color a couple of times. It is a gorgeous kind of light peachy color, and I do want it to be a little bit more pigmented, so I'm just putting it a couple of times. Next, going into the color Ragamuffin. This is more of an orange tone shade, still keeping it on this Morphe M511 brush, and I'm just kind of putting it a little bit lower than that Press Pot shade, a little bit more into the crease. And I just keep going back and forth in windshield wiper motions because I want it to be nice and blended. The next color that I am going to be taking is the color Alabama, and I'm just taking this on a kind of flat shader brush, and I'm putting it on the inner and outer corners of the eye because we are going to be making a halo eye today. So I'm just putting it on the outer corner and on the inner corner, and then I will blend it out with the Morphe 513 brush, which you see right here. Actually, no, I think that's the Morphe 514. That's the Morphe 514. It's just a really precise kind of crease blending brush, and it really does a great job at blending out the edges of the crease. And I did go back in with a little bit more of Alabama just because I wanted to connect the outer corner to the inner corner, but I wanted it to be quite high where it was connected into the crease. So I just keep going back and forth, and then going back in with that Morphe 511 brush with a little bit of Press Pot, and just to blend out those harsh edges. And until I think it looks good enough, I'm just going to keep on blending. And next I am going to be just putting more of that color on, that Alabama shade. So after blending, we did lose a lot of that pigmentation because of the blending, so I'm just going back into that Alabama shade, putting it where I had it before, and then going back in with the Morphe 514 brush just to make sure that all of the edges are blended. And then taking the color Bubs, it is a dark brown shade just on this really flat, small brush by Morphe, and I'm just putting this in the very, very outer corner of my eye and the very, very inner corner of my eye. I don't want to put this too intensely because I want that Alabama shade to be the most prominent, but I did want to darken up just a tiny little bit more on the very inner and very outer corners, and then I'll go back in with that M514 brush just to make sure everything is blended. It didn't do too much, it just added a little bit of extra darkness in that inner corner and that outer corner that I was looking for. So then I will just make sure everything is blended, and then we're going to look for the lid shade, and this is the color Tickled Pink. I'm obsessed with this color. It is so stunning, and I decided just to put it on with my finger, and I'm just putting it in the very center of my lid. Once I have it placed where I want it, I will go back in with my same blending brush just to make sure all of the edges are nice and seamless. You don't want it to look like you have like just it there. You want to make it look like it's nice and gradient from the inner corner to the outer corner. And then I go back in after blending and add a little bit more of that Tickled Pink color just because I want it to be a little bit more vibrant. And then once again, I'll go back in with my blending brush just to make sure that all of the edges look nice and blended. Alright, and since there was so much going on the lid, I'm taking the color Basic just for my brow bone, taking this on a very small little Morphe brush. I will leave the name of it down below because I don't have it in front of me and I don't remember. And I'm just putting this right on the under part of my brow bone. Then taking the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara and just giving myself a couple of coats because I am going in with lashes. These are the Milana lashes. I don't remember the style name, but I will leave it in the description box for you. They are so wispy and so amazing, and I will leave my coupon code below as well. Taking the Becca Aqua Luminous Foundation in the color Medium, and I'm just kind of drizzling it all over my face. Probably not the most sanitary, but that's how I decided to do it. And then I'm just taking my contour sponge and blending it all out. And then going in with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer again to use as my actual concealer and to highlight my face. I'm just putting it in a triangle under my eyes, on my chin, on the bridge of my nose, and then on my forehead. And then I will be blending it in with my contour sponge. And then to set that concealer, I'm using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in the color Light. I love this, and I'm just using it on a Sigma tapered base brush. This is my favorite under eye setting brush. It is so amazing. I list all of my favorite Sigma brushes down below. They are absolutely amazing brushes. If you use code Courtney, you get money off, so that's great. And then taking the color Alabama, I'm just putting this on my eyes with the Morphe MB18 brush, and I'm just putting it exactly how we had it on the top. So in the very outer corner and in the inner corner, and then I'm going to be taking Press Pot and Ragamuffin just like we took on the top to kind of blend it out so it looks just like we did on the top. After that, we are going to be taking that Tickled Pink color and put it right in the center of the lower lash line, just like we have it on the top. So whatever you did on the top, you also want to do on the bottom. And then going in with the color Sugar, it's kind of a more light white kind of a shade, but with a little bit of shimmer, and I'm just putting this right into my inner tear ducts just to brighten up the whole look. And then I will go in with just some mascara to give the lashes some love. And to bring some life back to my face, I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Bronzer with my Morphe E34 brush. This has been my favorite brush for a bronzer recently, and I'm just putting it all over the perimeter of my face and on my, like, underneath my jawbone and on my nose and on my kind of cheekbones as well, or underneath my cheekbone, not on my cheekbones. I'm going to put highlighter there. And for contour, I'm taking the Makeup Geek Complicated kind of contour shade. I'm using this on my Sigma F77 brush. This is one of my all-time favorite brushes. It just does contouring so amazingly. Gives you such a nice line, and then I like to kind of flick it up, and then you have like the most perfect line. Then taking the Smashbox Halo Highlighter Pen. I saw this at Sephora the other day, and I had never seen it, so I decided to pick it up. I got the shade Golden, and I'm just putting this on the top of my cheekbones, and then I did blend it out with my Beauty Blender. It gave it just a nice subtle glow, and I think next time I do it, I'm going to make sure I put it on underneath my powders. And then taking the Tarte blush in the color Exposed with my Morphe E4 brush. This is a great blush brush. And then taking my Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in the color Sin just to top off that Smashbox highlighter because that combination just looked so amazing. I couldn't even get over it. And then also putting it down the bridge of my nose. Then taking Lipland's new liquid lipstick from the Emrezy collection. This is the color Baked. It is a perfect, like, mauve-y, but a little bit darker than mauve-y color. I love it. Alright guys, and this is the final look. I really like how it came out, and I love how the lipstick really matched that Alabama color on my eyes. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!